All right, well, we're back in yet another week, but still in the same spot because we're just going to record this all at one time and get it over and done with. So last weekend we looked at the dual cabin 40-foot Silverton convertible, and we liked it. So what we're going to do here in the next couple of days is talk to the broker and most likely put an offer in on it. We kind of eliminated the aft cabin model rather quickly because it's something that wouldn't work for us. So it was down to the two convertibles, the single cabin or the double cabin. I just think the single cabin, although it's a couple years newer, has everything we want on it. Space-wise, I don't think we'd be happy with the space. Granted, the double cabin is 2 years older, so it's an 87, I think is what it is. Has more time on the engines, but I think we can make it to what we want.
I think,
and still be under budget.
I think it's going to suit us better.
Yeah. So, what do you think about it?
We pretty much summed it up. I mean, we've talked about it, and like I said, I think this one is just going to suit us better. It's going to fit what we want.
Yeah.
It's what we're looking for.
It does have the full canvas on the back, which is really
nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it has the canvas, the windows, the screens. It does have the aft cockpit transom door, so you can get on and off easy if you aft. The engine room was pretty well clean and very well put together. So yeah, we liked it, and trying to hold the excitement down while we were there was a little more difficult than I thought.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah. I was supposed to say, hey, we'll take it right now. Yeah, with Eli's boat, yes, we'd do the flexi teak. And same thing with Pat's.
Well, yeah, either one of them we would have to do it. But like I said, that's stuff that we can do over time. But ultimately, I think we're going to be a lot happier with it.
Yeah, the livability is definitely better on the dual cabin. Because, yeah, even though, yeah, we gain a little bit more storage space because that on Pat's boat, it was kind of wasted space. It was just kind of open, and you really couldn't do anything with it.
It was more open. The cabinets were very narrow.
Yeah.
So you couldn't fit anything bigger than a Kleenex box in there.
Yeah.
You know, whereas this one,
you got the storage under the table.
Because the table sits higher.
Yeah.
You have deeper storage.
Yeah.
And more storage. Yes, you give up a little bit of the room in the, you know.
Yeah, Eli's boat has the oven and the 3-burner cooktop.
Yep.
Pat's only had the 2-burner cooktop.
Right.
Eli's boat had the canvas on the back, which I really liked.
Yes.
And that's something we would have to add to Pat's.
Right.
Yes, we have to upgrade all the navigational equipment on Eli's because it's all outdated, and I wouldn't trust that as far as I could throw it.
Right.
So new antennas, new chart plotters, new radios, AIS, GPS, radar, all that kind of stuff. So
the only other thing that we need to worry about with this, and we need to call Brad and talk with him a little bit more about, is that clearance. Because it was stated that it was 13 feet 6 inches.
It's not 13 feet. I know it's not 13 feet.
Yeah, but we need to get that clarified exactly what.
Clearance-wise, the air draft. So, yeah, the air draft needs to be under 17 feet, or because this does have the radar arch on it, can we modify that? And I know we can. I've seen them done before. Modifying the radar arch and come down.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the battery died. We had to go get another one. So we're talking about the boat we decided to get, which is the dual cabin 40-foot Silverton convertible. After talking about it on the drive up here, we think the livability on that one's a little bit better. Although there are some drawbacks that we're not exactly fond of, I think in the long run it will work better. So yeah, sometime this week we'll get back in touch with the broker and give them our intentions, kind of write up a contract. I think in the contract too, along with the sea trial, is maybe let us spend a night on it to see how it works and test everything out. What do you think about that?
Either a night or just a day,
Yeah.
something, just enough time.
I would say 24-hour period.
Yeah.
That way we can make sure everything works to the way we want it to. We can test everything. And we'll just pretty much leave it dockside because we driving the boats. There's nothing to drive in a boat. It's, yeah, you got to worry about certain things, but the livability of it. Can it work for us for the night? Okay, let's try it for a night. Let's see if we can try it for a night and it's something we can manage. I think we'll be able to handle it for the loop. But I think that's something I'd want to put in. Say, hey, let's 24 hours. We'll just leave it at the dock. Just we want to stay on the boat for 24 hours and test everything. So engine's running. Make sure the generator's running. Make sure the generator can handle the load of the ACs and stuff like that.
That's something that's going to have to be put in the contract, though,
Yeah.
is the generator, because that's one of the things that we're concerned about with this one.
He did say that it was tripping the breaker, but he only has one wire or one ground power cable hooked up to one 30 amp, and he has a splitter on it. So yeah, I can see how that is. If we had dual cables and dual 30 amps, I think that would be a lot better. Which the marina that we're most likely going to keep it at has the dual setup, so that'll be nice. So what else?
No, I know we were talking about the clearance, but that's something that we'll have
Yeah,
to...
bridge clearance, we got to make sure it stays under 17 feet. So
Yeah, so there's going to have to be a little bit more investigation on that to see
Yeah.
what exactly, because they have it at 13.
it's not, just by
13.
looking at it, I can tell you it's not 13 feet.
So
So
that's what makes me think is they put that in there originally, but then added stuff to it.
yeah.
Because where did that 13 come from? It had to come from somewhere.
Well, 13 without the radar arch, I can see that.
But yeah, was that determined before they put the radar arch
Yeah.
on, or did it, So we need to figure that out and make sure that
Yeah.
we get the accurate bridge clearance too.
Yeah. So
But yeah, as far as everything else, I think this one's going to be better for us.
yeah, no, you will. I mean, even with the work we got to do, it's not bad. So, but yeah, I would definitely put into the contract staying on it for 24 hours.
The only thing I'm worried about with that, though, is if he agrees to it, he might agree to, hey, look, not taking it out, and he might want to keep the keys so that we can't take it anywhere.
Well, if we have a
So-
deposit down, he gets a deposit no matter what. So
Well,
if we
yeah.
back out, so I wouldn't take it out. I just want to make sure it's functional
Yeah.
for what we got to do. So
Yeah.
taking it out, I could care less about.
Well, I'm sure it handles just
Yeah.
as well as the other ones. So. But yeah.
All right, well, so we decided on the double cabin convertible, and we'll take you along. We'll see y'all next time.